Have you ever noticed that wealthy people seem to view money completely differently than everyone else? It's not just about how much they earn, it's about how they think, how they make decisions, and the mindset they bring to every financial choice. That's why two people can have the same income, but one ends up broke while the other becomes wealthy. The truth is, money is as much about psychology as it is about math. And if you want to build real wealth, you need to start thinking the way millionaires think. Today, we're going to break down the millionaire mindset and how rich people approach money differently from the middle class and the poor. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear understanding of the mental shifts you need to make to start building wealth like the rich do. The first mindset shift is seeing money as a tool, not just a reward. Most people see money as something to spend once they've earned it. They work hard, collect their paycheck, and immediately think about what they can buy, whether it's a new phone, a nicer car, or a vacation. Millionaires, on the other hand, see money as a tool for creating more money. They ask, how can this dollar work for me? Instead of, what can I buy with this dollar? For example, instead of spending $5,000 on a luxury car upgrade, a millionaire might invest that money in dividend-paying stocks, a rental property, or a business venture that continues to generate income long after the initial investment. This shift in perspective turns money from something that disappears into something that multiplies. The second mindset shift is focusing on assets instead of liabilities. The average person spends money on things that lose value: cars, clothes, and gadgets. Millionaires prioritize assets, things that either grow in value or produce cash flow. This doesn't mean they never buy luxuries. It means they let their assets pay for those luxuries. For instance, instead of using their paycheck to buy a $10,000 vacation, they might invest in an asset that generates $1,000 a year. That way, the vacation can be paid for every year without ever touching their principal investment. It's a completely different way of thinking, using wealth to create freedom rather than draining it on consumption. The third mindset shift is embracing long-term thinking. Most people make decisions based on immediate gratification. They want quick wins and fast results, which often leads to poor financial choices like impulse spending or chasing risky investments. Millionaires understand the power of compounding over time. They know that wealth isn't built overnight, but through consistent actions stretched across years and even decades. Take Warren Buffett as an example, one of the richest men in the world. The majority of his wealth came after the age of 50, because he let compounding work for him. This patience is part of the millionaire mindset. They're willing to delay gratification today for exponential results tomorrow. The fourth mindset shift is understanding the difference between income and wealth. Many people think a high income automatically means being rich, but if you spend everything you make, you're no wealthier than someone earning half as much. Millionaires focus less on income and more on net worth, the value of their assets minus their liabilities. They think in terms of ownership, not just earnings. For example, owning a rental property that pays you $1,000 a month is far more powerful than simply getting a $1,000 raise at work, because the property also grows in value over time. The wealthy build wealth by accumulating assets, not just by increasing their paychecks. The fifth mindset shift is leveraging money, not just saving it. Most people are taught to save money in a bank account, but millionaires know that saving alone won't make you rich. In fact, with inflation, money sitting idle loses value every year. The rich use their savings strategically, to invest, to seize opportunities, and sometimes even to borrow against in order to acquire more assets. This is why they often talk about making money work for you. For example, they might use leverage, like a mortgage, to buy real estate that produces cash flow, rather than draining their savings to buy a home outright. They understand that smart leverage accelerates wealth. The sixth mindset shift is seeing opportunities instead of obstacles. When faced with challenges, many people think, "I can't afford this," or "this is too risky." Millionaires instead ask, "How can I afford this?" or "How can I make this work?" This small shift in language opens the door to creativity and problem solving. For instance, if they want to start a business but don't have the money, instead of giving up, they might find investors, partner with someone who has capital, or start small and scale gradually. Their mindset is geared toward finding solutions, not excuses. The seventh mindset shift is valuing time more than money. Middle-class families often trade time for money, working extra hours, taking on side jobs, or even sacrificing health and relationships for a paycheck. Millionaires flip this equation. They'd rather spend money to buy back their time. That could mean outsourcing tasks, hiring help, or investing in systems that create passive income. They know time is the one resource you can never get back, so they focus on building streams of income that free up their time to do more valuable things. This is why many wealthy people appear to work less. They're not lazy, they're strategic. The eighth mindset shift is treating failure as feedback, not defeat. Most people fear failure, which holds them back from taking risks or pursuing big goals. Millionaires, however, see failure as part of the process. Every setback is a lesson that moves them closer to success. Think of Thomas Edison, who famously said he didn't fail 10,000 times while inventing the light bulb. He simply found 10,000 ways that didn't work. This resilient mindset allows the wealthy to keep experimenting until they find what works, while others quit at the first setback. If you want to build wealth, you need to see failure as tuition for the lessons that will eventually make you successful. The ninth mindset shift is continuous learning and adaptation. The wealthy treat financial education as a lifelong journey. They don't assume they know everything. They're always reading, learning, and adapting to new opportunities. This might mean studying tax laws, learning about new technologies, or staying ahead of market trends. For example, many early adopters of tech investments like cryptocurrency or innovative startups were wealthy individuals who educated themselves early and took calculated risks. This hunger for knowledge gives them an edge that compounds over time. The 10th mindset shift is generosity and giving back. This may sound surprising, but many millionaires believe in sharing their wealth, whether through philanthropy, mentoring, or helping their communities. This isn't just about goodwill, it also builds networks, goodwill, and influence that often lead to even more opportunities. Wealthy people understand that money is abundant, not scarce, and by giving, they reinforce the mindset that there's always more to earn and create. This abundance mentality stands in stark contrast to the scarcity mindset that keeps many people trapped in fear and hoarding. These 10 millionaire mindset shifts are the real foundation of financial success. You don't need to already be wealthy to adopt them. You simply need to start shifting the way you think about money. Once your mindset changes, your actions follow, and your financial future begins to transform. If you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe to Property and Profit. Here, we break down money, investing, and wealth-building strategies in a clear, professional, and beginner-friendly way. Drop a comment below and tell me which millionaire mindset shift you're going to start working on first. Remember, wealth isn't just about numbers in your bank account. It's about the way you think, the decisions you make, and the habits you practice daily. Shift your mindset today, and you'll be amazed at how quickly your financial life begins to change.